All right, hello friends. Okay, so I did last class that we needed a wall. So if you're just joining for the gentle only, you need a wall. So I'm going to be using this side of the wall because I will be using my hands. To start, I need this space because I'm going to be using my legs. So we're more familiar with using our legs on the wall, but today we're going to do a little bit of stuff with the hands. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is get as close as we can. So I'm just going to put my hand on the wall and I'm going to take a couple of nice deep breaths, right? This wall is going to support us. But like any gentle class, we want to make sure that we tune in to ourselves and how we're feeling and what we need, and that we are, in fact, gentle with ourselves in more ways than one. And now, every so often, I'm just going to slowly walk towards the wall and allow my excuse me, hand to come all the way up. If I can get all the way to the wall, that's great. So my foot is touching the wall, my hip is touching the wall. I'm reaching up. And I'm just going to stand here for a couple seconds. Now, of course, it should feel pleasurable. So if it doesn't, you're going to come away. And we're softening into it. Now we're going to take a step away. Even if you're really close, you're going to take a step away and you're going to try to come forward a little bit. And maybe you'll step a little bit closer if that feels okay. And then you're going to go a little bit more forward. Super slow. Take a nice deep breath here. Soften the shoulder. And then again. And again. And one more time. And again. So you're about at 9 o'clock. Then we're going to come back up. Up. And up. Back. So take your little step out. You're going to go back. And then down a little bit further. Step out more if you need to. And then a little bit further, almost like you're at 3 o'clock. You're going to come up to close to the wall as much as feels comfortable. And you're going to hold it. Then you're going to come back up, doop, and up, doop, and up. And then we're going to turn and do the same thing on the other side. Got a little bit of dust on the top of my wall. Spring cleaning. Okay, hand up, straight up like 12 o'clock. And we're going to come a little bit closer. We're going to breathe in, keeping our hand, full hand on the wall. Or even fingertips if you need. But as you come in closer, more of your hand will come on. And then for one, take a deep breath. Maybe move out if you need to. If you can keep it where it is, you will. Then for 3 o'clock. And you're going to come back. And back. And all the way up to the top. Take a nice deep breath. All right, let's come back. Step out if you need to. Come a little lower. Take a deep breath. And then come a little lower, kind of at your 9 o'clock or your remember, none of this should hurt. So you'll step out, need more, and then let's come up really slowly, taking a breath and moving up a hand width. and up. And then again, keeping the hand up, stay. All right, let's remove the hand. Then you're gonna come, you're probably gonna see you're gonna bring your hands kind of straight out, maybe a little bit lower than the shoulders, and you start to walk the hands back. Hands are gonna come down a little bit more so that the wrists are in front of the shoulders as you lower your chest. Okay, so I'm looking at the wall. My arms are straight out, and I'm finding a comfortable spot where my legs are opened up. I'm kind of in a forward fold halfway, and then I'm going to a wide-legged forward fold. I'm going to release my head. Now, of course, your knees can bend a bit. All right, let's come up. Now that's sometimes feels a little bit intense. You can also do it on a countertop or a table. All right, let's get to laying down. Now the first one we're gonna do, we're actually not gonna lay down, we're gonna sit up and we're gonna see kind of where we're at. So we're gonna lift, we're gonna lean back, use our hands to support us, keeping the spine straight, and we're gonna bring our feet up on the wall. Okay. Now we might wanna adjust and bring our feet a little higher and see how close we can get while keeping the spine long. So not allowing ourselves to crouch, keeping the legs fairly straight. And then just seeing where we're at, holding. Listening to the sound of our own breath. Maybe allowing the eyes to close and to soften a little bit more in to it. All right, let's bend the knees a little bit and kind of bring our bums a little bit closer. Lay down on. Now we're going to bring the left leg straight and the right knee is going to be bent. Now we're wanting to use the wall. So you want the right knee almost to kind of be in to the chest like this, but with the foot up against the wall. So I'm shimmy myself a little closer. So my leg is up nice and straight and my foot is flat against the wall and my knee is bent. Shoulder blades feel heavy on the mat. Right now my foot was flexed, but I'm going to just relax the ankle and I'm going to breathe. Now remember, we are in gentle. So if you want your blankets or a sweater, you're going to grab those things. But today we're going to listen to the sound of our own breath using the Ujjayi, breathing in through the nose, full and deep, and out through the nose, making that ocean wave noise. Trying to find more depth in the breath and more awareness in the breath. All right, let's switch. So let's take that right leg and lengthen it up. And then let's take the left foot. And you're going to kind of put the foot anywhere. It's just going to be flat on the wall. So I'm at stage kind of maybe 1, 2, 3. You choose. You find a spot that's comfortable, and then again, shoulder blades are heavy on the mat, hands are on the shin. Noticing the in and the out. Trying to allow the body to soften with each breath. Noticing different parts of the body. Or noticing none separately, but just one soft unit. With the physical body having soft edges, they become softer as you notice the auric fields. All right, let's switch again. So we're going to do the right leg again. And we're going to bring it down to where it's just going to allow the knee to open up. Okay. And that could be at any position. It's always best if you're unsure to start at the top and then just allow the foot to slowly come down. That right hand is still there to support. All right, let's lift that leg up and then do the same thing on the left side. So we're going to bring the ankle down a little bit. We're going to open up the knee again, just a little bit. And then you're just going to slowly allow yourself to progress. And so where the stretch feels gentle, the body feels open. There's no real effort to soften because there's no pressing. The left hand is still supporting the left knee, resting face. Shoulders are relaxed and the chest is open. The forehead is soft. That right foot is soft. The hands are soft. Notice the breath. All right, let's bring the leg back up. Knee comes in, the leg slides up. We have 2 legs, 2 feet up on the wall. We're just going to gently allow the feet to open. Again, we're doing it in stages, noticing how each stage feels as we open a little bit and hold. Open a little bit and hold. We want to have this balance where we feel like we're stretching, but also supported. So sometimes if you go too far, even if you're flexible, there's no really support there. So you're really kind of overextending yourself. So finding a spot, and then hands are on the body. Or of course, hands can be overhead if you need that in your life as well. Noticing the inhale and the exhale. All right, we're gonna bring the legs back up again. Slow, 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 slow. All right. Now in this next position, we might have to move our bums away from the wall, and that's okay. So let's just feel it out. Now here, the heels are gonna stay together. Actually, I feel like I might have to move my bum a little bit. And the heels are kind of together and the toes are out. Okay. Now the lower back is still pressing against the mat. And I'm going to take my elbows and I'm going to press them. So I want them bent enough. Actually, maybe I got to move closer so that my hand can come into the thighs. And I'm in prayer pose. My hands are coming into the chest. My elbows are touching the thighs. And my heels, although they are in, they are not touching. So I have a little bit of space. And you can kind of make as much space as you need. But your heels are in and your toes are out. You're going to get yourself nice and comfy. Now, in the standard pose of this, where we are actually sitting in this pose, you're supposed to be kind of pressing the hands against the thighs, and the thighs are pressing back. We are not doing that here. So you're going to open up your feet as you need to, and your heels and your toes are out. It's kind of like a cobbler's pose variation, but the hands are just going to rest in the thighs. Or the, sorry, elbows are going to rest in the thighs, and the hands are going to rest in the heart in prayer. You're going to keep your legs the same, but you're going to bring your arms up and overhead. So either straight if you can, or you're going to bend at the elbows, one hand on top of each. You're going to feel out what feels most comfortable. And you're going to notice the inhale, the breath coming in and the rib cage expanding, the belly as well. And as you exhale, you're going to notice the deflation, the breath leaving the body softening and sinking more into the floor or the mat. Cool, nice deep breath. All right, then we're going to bring the feet back straight up on the wall. And I know for some it's hard to get used to. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. But legs are straight and up on the wall and together. To modify, so that in time when we're in this position, it feels uncomfortable, you can open them a little bit, or you can bend the knees with your feet off the wall or with your feet on the wall. Okay, but for right now, I'm gonna show it straightened in the full expression of the pose. And I'm gonna bring my arms out to the side. All right, let's inhale. And as we exhale, we're just gonna lift the arms up and do a little hug, reach them and back. And then inhale and exhale again. Crossing the arms, you can even leave them crossed, or you can give yourself a little hug. And then let's open up. Exhale, cross again. Alternating your cross of which arm is on top. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Give yourself a hug. Squeeze even. Inhale, last time. And exhale, give yourself a hug. And then let's open it up and then leave the arms open, palms up, heart open. Breathing in as much softness and relaxation and gratitude. All the things that we all need more of, that the world needs more of. Being soft. Noticing what we have to be grateful for. And having that heart chakra open, which is compassion. Full inhale and full exhale. You're going to stay in this position as long as you need, or come into whichever other Shavasana-like position you'd like to come into. Take a couple more minutes before you come out, if you have more time. But at this point, I will leave you. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam.